I thought I'd make a quick recording to review the second part of the assignment that I gave you on Thursday. After you've created your organizational chart, you're going to want to evaluate the number of employees and the value of your labor expense to determine whether or not you've got a viable chart given your big, hairy, audacious goal. And I thought I would do this by doing it myself. I just went in and I tweaked my own chart, and I thought I would bring you this exercise. I'm going to log into my Touchstone account, and this is my actual account that I'm going to log into as if I was doing this exercise as you are. I'm going to click on Organization Chart. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink my chart down a little bit so that I can focus on it a little bit better. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to open up this, it's called Evaluating Your Labor Expense. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to look at each position on my org chart and type it in here. And so now I'm just going to fill in these salary caps, and it should calculate my total amount of salary for my business. So again, these are estimates. These are not hard and fixed. I can adjust these. This is just an opportunity for you to look at what you think your total salary is going to be. So now I'm going to see that I've got about $1.2 million in labor expense with 26 employees. And if I am making an assumption that my company is going to be about $4.5 million in sales, then I take this number, my total labor expense, and I divide it by my gross sales, and I see that my labor expense is 20% of my total revenue. For a service-based company, that's a pretty good assumption. That's a pretty conservative estimate. And again, it doesn't have to be exact. On an annual basis, I'm going to be reviewing my organizational structure. I'm going to be reviewing my different departments. I'm going to be reviewing what my expectations are, and I will adjust these. I may have to add more positions, and if my labor expense becomes too big a part of my gross revenue, I may have to reduce my salary caps, or maybe I reduce my employees. I get more efficient. But if you do this, and your total salary expense is 75% or 65% or a very large percentage of your total revenue, you probably want to rethink your org chart. So that's how this exercise works. Once you've got your organizational chart created and you've gone through the exercise and you're comfortable with your labor expense, your total labor expense for your future vision, you're going to save this, File, Save As. I'm going to call it Labor Expense Future Vision 2,500 subscribers. Now, I want to save this in Touchstone, and probably the best place for me to save it would be in my strategic planning section. So I'm going to come into strategic planning, and I'm going to go to my strategic planning process, and I'm going to click Uploaded Files, and I'm going to give it a file name, and I'm going to go grab that file. I saved it in my Downloads directory, and I'm going to hit Create File. And now this file is right here, and in my strategic planning meeting at the end of the year, if I want to make adjustments to my organization chart, or if I want to make adjustments to my strategic plan, or I've learned something over the last 12 months that I can apply to my quarterly goals, my annual goals, I can simply go in and make those adjustments, and I can call this file back up, and I can click View File, and it will download that spreadsheet to my hard drive, and I can open it up, and I don't have to wonder where it is. Okay, so that is your assignment for week 2, the second part of your assignment after you create your org chart. Go evaluate whether or not you can afford the number of employees that you think you're going to need, and I hope this has been a valuable exercise, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. We will talk soon.